live from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, aspirational, international, keenly awaited, daily created, highly anticipated edition of the afternoon swing trading floor with your humble host, Jerremy Alexander Newsome, with another daily dose of mentally delicious brain food, reminding each of you to love life, and trade it. What is going on, folks and friends, team and family fans from around the world? Yeah. We got Matt DeLong and Brian Reed in the building live. Awesome. Michael says, hey, everybody. What is up? Robert Falco's here. He's on the treadmill, just getting the leg burns in. Joseph says, hello, crypto kids. All right. Fill in the blank, ladies and gentlemen. One candle can change. What do you guys think? One candle can change everything, including your life. That's right. Very interesting day out there today, and we'll talk all about it. Broader market, SPY, again, has been a lot stronger than tech. We did have a pullback, and I asked, so someone asked me this question earlier today, and I actually don't know the answer. I really don't. But the question was, Jeremy, why were so many people freaking out about this pullback relative to this one in September, this one in October, November, or this one in January, early February? And I really don't have the answer for that, other than when the market goes higher, people feel more comfortable, more calm, and more collected. And the higher the market goes, the dumber people are generally. So I don't mean to like say it kind of bluntly, but that's kind of it. You know, like the higher it is, people are like, oh man, this is so easy, just buy. So if it just goes really, really, really high. And, you know, if we go back to, you know, the Qs, same thing, right? The Qs pull back in September. Now, granted, the reason that everyone did a little bit better in September is because we did all go to cash on that day. So that helped, right? I sent out a worldwide message saying I'm going to cash. So that did help. But even that pullback, you know, that you had this one that not a lot of people freaked out about, but yeah, this one, those are the exact same size, you know, and you'll notice that we just pulled back to the 100 and we bounced and then we went higher. Yeah, that's what we're doing again. So cool. I mean, again, team, please, you got to be smart in trading. The higher the market goes, the less aggressive you should be buying. The more aggressive you should be selling. And you wait longer for pullbacks when it's at all-time highs. You know, and this was an all-time high pullback right here in September when we did go to cash. And, you know, that was still a 13, 14% pullback in 2 weeks, you know? So it was still a massive pullback. And then you had another one here. So anyway, long story short, I do love this move. And I personally feel pretty strong about this bounce. And this is still, yes, a head and shoulders pattern. This is still a neckline retest. And yes, I did buy 2 310 April expiration put options on the Qs as a hedge. So in total, I want you all to make sure that you're clearly understanding what I'm about to say. I have 3 R's of total risk on my long puts. 3 R's. So 3 R's total risk in my whole accounts right now. I am still in positions. I'm still buying the dips. I still have some cash left over, but I'm position trading in. I'm now looking for some swings as of today. Some Momos triggered, some hammer candles triggered. We're gonna be setting up a few things. Edward says 25% cash left. Yeah, approximately. Yep. And so if I lose this 3 R's, anytime I buy insurance, I'm absolutely okay to lose those 3 R's. If you guys still aren't familiar with option trading, remember, I do have tons of videos. You can just type in protective puts, real life trading, right? And very first video that pops up. So you can do this one. You can do this one, this one, this one. You can type in option trading, real life trading. We have tons of stuff on for free here. If you want one of the premium courses that we just created about options, you can also do that. This is a really, really good program right here. I mean, it's $99. So it doesn't matter where you get it. We have the education and the information for you. It's really, really easy to learn options. It's extremely simple. And I want the market to go higher. I am net long. I do have some insurance, but it's very little. I'm an overall buyer of this dip. I think I've been very clear on that. And not only that, but on this day right here, I said, guys, we have 4 to 5 days left for max pain. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So there you go. Now, what is risk at this point? Well, these are our 2 levels where all of that, everything I just said goes out the window. So I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just simply saying this is where I will know that I'm entirely wrong and everything is a little bit different than I would have liked to imagined. And it'll be a close below the low of today. And then I will get into a lot more protection, and then a close below 296. Unfortunately, and I know that this sounds annoying, but bear markets and bear trends do not confirm until you get closures below supports and you have multiple lower highs and multiple lower lows over many weeks. And I wish that there's an easier way to do, like, yeah, everyone short here, everyone buy here, go to cash there, buy everything right there. Like, I wish I was a fortune teller. The only thing we can do is have a plan and kind of stick to it. So if we close below the low of today, I'll buy more insurance on positions. If we close below 29666, we have a massive, massive problem out there. Robert says we need closes above 324 for bull trend to be reconfirmed, in my opinion, short term. So Robert, I would assume short term, you mean the next 3 or 4 days. I would disagree with that entirely, but that's just my opinion. That's why Robert says, in my opinion. I think this is it, right? You're always going to have short-term pullbacks, and I'm not going to personally wait for the Qs to be up here before I'm like, all right, cool, it's bullish again. So we'll see. We are going to have some consolidation. We're not going to just do this. I don't think. I think that would be massively surprising at these levels. I do think we can easily get something like this, right? Good things take some time. So let it consolidate, let it do its thing. I love this pullback. I am in, and I will have some protection over here. As far as the long puts that I bought, again, 3 R's worth of long puts. I want the stocks to go up, and I am absolutely okay to lose all of those R's. They are insurance. When you buy insurance, you don't buy more insurance than your house is worth, right? If your house is worth $600,000, you don't go out and buy a $600,000 monthly premium, do you? So you buy some, but it's just an insurance contract, right? It's just there as a just in case. So I do have some puts. I just mentioned those on the Qs. I bought those today with the help of Robert Falco and a few other traders that are a little bit more skeptical on this move. And again, I could be entirely wrong. I'm just ready for whatever. This is a very, very nice retesting of this support as new resistance. But today is a perfect, classic, amazing one white soldier. And the fact is, we came pennies away from closing above the biggest bear volume that we've had on the Qs since COVID. No. Hold on. 139 million shares. 123, 99 million. 137. Yeah. We had more bear volume 4 days ago than the last since December 21st, 2018. What happened in December 21st, 2018? Oh yeah, that was the last maximum pain. This is where your boy Matt DeLong learned a lot about put sale exposure. And he learned that valuable lesson that he won't be repeating again. So that was the last time we had maximum pain in the market. And what's hilarious, I say hilarious with a little bit of a grin, is last time the market pulled back an actual really good amount other than COVID, it was 23%, and it took an entire month and a half. And then we just bounced and just absolutely crushed. I feel like this is the exact same move as December, except not quite as big, obviously. This is 23%. And what we just had was not nearly 23%, but it wasn't massively far away, 13, 12%. So still a very normal correction. This is, so long story what I'm getting at is this is a lot of bear volume on March 4th, a lot of bear volume. And we came pennies away from closing above that high, but we did take out that high. So in my opinion, this is a full bear trap and we're going to go higher. I do think we can easily pull back and just kind of retest some of this and then go higher. That's actually the exact same thing I said back on the 1st of March. Even though we did retest more than I wanted, I'm game with the pullback. I'm in for it. But guys, the fact that we took out that volume candle on this day is a big deal. So we'll see. Edward says, we should all be thankful that our drop was in a month rather than 3, looking for the silver lining in things. Yeah, team. It also tells me that a lot of you need to do a little bit more back trading. I'm just being as blunt and honest as I can. You guys need to do a little bit more back trading. Like go actually trade some market drops for me, you know? Go put in some time to practice what you do when the market actually goes down, because I'm just saying, like it was weird, but there was a lot of straight up panic and fear on Friday and Thursday and really yesterday. So anyway, I'm in. We'll see. Robert says this has not been a scary pullback for me at all. Maybe it's just more experience. That's it, my brother. That's it. You were ready. You were prepared. I'm with you. So I had zero worries. I was cool as a cucumber the entire time. So that's all I got. That's all I got. I'm bullish, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go enjoy it. And we can set up some limit buys. And if the market poops its pants in 4 or 5 days, then we're going to have a much, much, much larger pullback. Legitimately, right? Like if we start taking out these levels, I mean, if we take out 296 before the end of April, we're going to go to 260. Unquestionable. So hope you're ready for that. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. KRUS. So I forgot about this company having horrible volume. So I'm not going to trade this one. I was looking at this one today and I was like, why is the stock moving like a snail pulling a locomotive? And I was like, oh yeah, the volume is awful. Again, when Thomas Wong played it, he bought some shares and just kind of held them, with like a little bit of an absolute zero and just sold it when it was higher. So it was a very small position for him. I don't want to have us in a bunch of swing trades with that type of volume, so we can just move on. If you want to play something else on it, you're more than welcome to. I don't have any positions on this one myself, but it would be, and this does look like, in my limited experience of trading, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave count on KRUS. So buy the dip. SPWR, Sun Power Corporation. So we did talk about Sun Power yesterday, and I mentioned that this could be one of our official swing trades based off of that hammer at the 100. And long story short, we have to play some trades at some point, some swing trades. So what I'm gonna do is pop in here to the hourly chart, and there's a lot of double bottoms out there, a lot. So we're gonna have to set up some trades, because if we don't catch this move and we just miss out on it, we'd feel pretty dumb. This one hasn't triggered Momo yet. So I'm just trying to buy a dip off of the, pretty much playing the hammer off of the 100 simple moving average, 31.42 by 26.46. And main target will be right about here on Sun Power. So playing the hammer, I got the close. I got pretty much everything that I normally need. Now, will this stock move with the market? And the answer is yes. I mean, it's identical. It's got the double top. close below the neckline, short retest of the neckline, and then roll over into a new low. It's got every signal that it's bearish, but this is a beautiful pattern today. It's a beautiful candle. It's a beautiful gap. I want you all to know, and I'll say this maybe once or twice this week, if this pullback has been terrifying for you and you're down and you don't have any cash to swing trade and you feel terrified and you feel worried and you feel panicked, take one or two of these trades and that's it. Just one or two, because I personally am 100% ready, totally comfortable, and absolutely willing to burn and light some R's on fire, because this is my plan. This is my strategy. And if it does this and works, awesome. I want to be in it. If it does this and stops me out, whatever, boo-hoo, I'll cry about it later. But long story short, I got to snag some setups on this one. Michael says, are you still recommending 2 to 4 to 1 risk reward ratios in pullbacks? I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive on my exits, Michael. So this one's not quite a 2.4R. This is a little bit tighter because we will have a little bit of volatility. You don't have a market pullback this quick and just do this. Very, very rarely will that happen. So we could do something like this where until we fully recover and then start to bounce. So there's a possibility that we can get something like that. So I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive on my exits, at least for now. If you want to hold for 2.4 Rs, you absolutely can. Trade your trades, trade your P&L, trade your plan, make sure that you're comfortable on what you want to achieve, and let's rock and roll. All right. So new swing trade. Today is the 9th, SPWR. We got a pullback 31.42 with 31.42 with a stop loss at 26.46. And I'll do that with shares. It's a great trade based on a hammer open because not triggered yet. And I'll put that in the official swing trade, new official swing trade. And there we go. Very cool. Okay, AMD. So again, type in a 4 if you remember me saying yesterday that was a horrible idea of where I bought puts. I know it was a bad idea. Trust me, it was awful. Hated. I mean, I hated clicking the button. I was like, I should be buying calls right now. Absolutely awful, awful, awful spot to buy puts. I know that. I mean, it was out of support, but I had no choice. It's one of those stupid plans I have to follow. When I say something, I do it always. So AMD was out of support, but it closed below the hammer. I had to buy some puts because it could have gapped down to here overnight. Now, for those of you who might not have remembered, or back traded some sell-offs, this one that we just recently got was literally nothing. If you want an absolute just massacre to the face on most stocks, try trading 2015 and 2016. That was not easy. So not necessarily AMD. I mean, you can go find other companies, but 2015 and 2016 was some legit pullbacks on most companies. And anyway, Mike says, you told me to do that, Jay, and I got slaughtered. Yeah, man, it's really, really tough. So that's why, again, risk mitigation is key. And yeah, I'm in puts. I don't want to be in puts, but I'm in them. So what are you going to do? And then today we're up 6% on AMD, right? Perfect Morningstar reversal, amazing location, one white soldier. If AMD breaks 79.54, cool. I did sell a covered call for the shares that I just got put at 82 for next Friday. I got put at 80 next Friday. So a week and a half away. So ladies and gentlemen, quick question. If I get called away on those shares, will I be profitable? Yep. Yes, I will. So I got put some shares. Remember my dollar cost average, I still got $1 and some change for those. So really my cost basis is like 78.5. And I sold a covered call which again, technically lowers my cost basis, and my, my brokerage doesn't reflect that, but the worksheet does. So anyway, my cost basis is about 78 on those shares. So if I get called away at 82, I'm really making about $4 a share, but in essence, I will make $2 a share in my actual P&L. Mo says, if you get called away, you're going to buy more. Yes. Yep. I'll literally get called away and I'll just buy more below 80 again. So sell up here, buy more back down there, rinse and repeat. Yeah. So absolutely. I like some AMD. It's back out of support. I will keep my put options just in case. Those put options are April, because I am not saying that we will not and cannot do this. We absolutely can. Edward says, are you doing that because you think it's going to chop around? Might as well gain some premium. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yep. So again, we'll see. Again, it expires next week. Other than that, I did short AMD today on a day trade and lost 0.7 Rs because AMD just never went down. Which is okay. I mean, we got in at a really good price. I shorted literally right there at the exact high of that. And I was up half an R and then it just crushed all day. So I lost half an R and that's absolutely fine. Sorry, 0.7 Rs. I'm not worried about that at all. John got 0.7 Rs. Nice, John. Nice. So I actually gave John my money today. That makes me feel good. So now I'll know who to visualize when I do my exercise of giving money away. So John, high five, brother. But yeah, I mean, anyway, long story short, it had bullish momentum most of the day, right? Momo triggered bullish 5 minutes into market open on the 3 and 5 minute chart. So, if you triggered bullish on Momo this morning, you wrote it up most likely and made good money on it. I just played it with a little bit of a risk reversal type of a trade, just in case the market did a rollover. We didn't, and that's why I think that we're pretty strong today. This kind of strength, it reminds me of November 4th and really April 6th of last year. April 6th was a day that I'll never forget, because I was net short on most of my accounts, and then that happened. So yeah, that was my biggest loss, just in general. So hey, I took my L. Can you guys imagine if I had not gotten out of my bearish positions on that day? I mean, I would have lost everything probably. I would have lost 80% of my accounts if I wouldn't have gotten out. I was net short, because why would you not have been? All of this crushing it, giant retest gap, right? Came down, broke down, closed below, anyway. It's easy to see in hindsight, but long story short, guys, I exited. I lost 16 Rs at open. At open, I lost 16 Rs. And then I flipped and went bullish and got it all back. So it's just don't lose a lot of money. That's the point. That's how trading works. That's how investing works, right? It's all good. It's all good. So I'm excited about AMD. We'll see what it does. I'm net long AMD for sure. Google's Google. If you love the internet, you probably love Google long term. And I don't have any positions in this one, but it looks amazing. Buy it around 2000, obviously, and sell it around 2100. You should play this like you play the years, right? We're in what year are we in? 2021, allegedly. So if it comes down to there, buy it. And if it goes up to 2120, sell it. Play the years on this one. Buy whatever year it is. All right, BILI, BILI. I don't have any position. This does look a little head and shoulderish for sure. And trust me, guys, I get it. I've also seen head and shoulders not play out perfectly, by the way. I have seen that. And I've also seen markets go up huge and then the very, very, very next day have a massive down day. So for those of you who are like, oh, that's never happened to me before. Well, you weren't trading in March, apparently. Because March 17th, early March, like you had huge up days. Like we had a 15% up day on most stocks back in March. And then the very next day, like we limited down. So I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm absolutely not saying that. We certainly can. That's why I got some insurance today, but I'm still net long. Good pullback. I'd want it to pull back more. If I was trading this one, I'd probably let it come up into here, rotate down one more time, and then pick it up at 90. Bob says he has some leaps on this one longer term, so he's excited about letting it just kind of chill and eventually break higher. This stock, I mean, it's amazing. I vividly remember trading this thing at $12 2 years ago. It's at 107 right now. Unreal. What a beautiful consolidation and just an amazing, amazing run up. So good stuff. Salesforce, I do have positions on Salesforce, although my trigger of 190 didn't fill. I'll just keep waiting, I guess. We'll see what it does. Only thing I can say on Salesforce is it looks to me like we're getting something like this. There we go. Mo says it was weak comparatively to the NASDAQ. Yeah, Salesforce has sold off a lot. So last week it sold off 20%. And since it's all-time high, it's pulled down 30%. So I'm intrigued to see what it's doing. I do like the bullish movement. I'm in Salesforce. I have shares. I think this is a buying spot, more of a net long area. So we'll see. Sam says, I'm long Salesforce. I love Salesforce. Yeah, me too. So all I can say is I'm in it. I have it. I love it. We'll see what happens. Apple, again, folks, am I losing on my Apple long puts that I bought yesterday? Absolutely. Yep. I'm down 1R on those right now. I have 1.8 R's of total risk on Apple puts. Just because we closed below there, we closed below there. That was it. I mean, that was a good close. So it was a bear trap, whatever. I'm going to keep them. I've already bought the insurance. I don't want Apple to go down. I want it to go higher for all of you guys. The only position I have in Apple right now are those long puts, and I'm going to wait on Apple. I will not load any boats or canoes or tugboats until we get down to the 100-ish area on Apple. And if we never do, I'll probably miss out on the move. So unless we do that, I'm just going to actively trade it, and I won't have any massive size into Apple. For no other reason than as much as I love Apple and as much money as I made on Apple, I just think it's funner to trade other things right now. Things that are really, really volatile and are moving well. Apple is just kind of too massive for me. I just don't think it's going to 10x. You know, there's so many stocks that will 10x, but will Apple 10x? I mean, not in 10 years, it won't. You know, it might double, maybe triple. But anyway, I love Apple. I have some puts. I'm definitely losing on them, but they are a broader market insurance position. Because trust me, guys, the market could have gapped down to here. And that's what Robert Falco wanted. He wanted the market to gap down and really flush everyone out. And that's what I was expecting, is the market to just puke. And then I would have sold all of my puts at open and gone long on everything if we had done that. But we didn't. So we gapped up, and today was a good day. QS. So this was one that we looked at all day long for a day trade. And we had numerous traders just totally smokehouse this thing. So congratulations. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm just trying to minimize this. Give me 3 seconds. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, so this is one that we were day trading today, and we set up a day trade to go in bullish above here with a stop down there, and just worked out beautifully. So I love it. I mean, this is gonna be this is gonna be a fun one. I think we can get back in. We played QuantumScape, I feel like, for a really good trade recently. And it posted a perfect hammer off of some really, really random, never before used moving average. And I think we could probably set up another entry something like this on QuantumScape. So you could do like half an hour and half an hour, as I know that there's a little bit of volatility out there. And I'm not saying this is the all-time bottom by any means, but I think this is a bottom on QuantumScape. Okay, Sammy says, are you still in your shares? No, I sold those for a profit. And then I'm looking at getting back in on a pullback. Yeah, brother. So half an hour and half an hour. Sammy says, I'm still in them. Nice. I love the volume. I love the location. I like the 100. This is a great candle. This is how I would trade QuantumScape. Edward says, Jeremy, can you go into why you got into AMD and Apple puts instead of SPY or Q puts? It's a very easy answer, Ed. AMD and Apple are, and Zoom were the few stocks that close below the hammer. And that's it, man. I was just buying puts on stocks that closed below the hammer. SPY and the Qs didn't, so I didn't buy the puts. Yeah, and SPY wasn't going down at any point ever. So yeah, man, great question. And again, I don't mind losing on the puts. I'm going to probably likely going to lose on those puts, but I want to lose on, I want to win more of my net longs anyway. 3M. Blah. This is the most sideways, like if you want excitement, you know, just eat a habanero pepper. Don't trade 3M. This is the exact opposite of exciting. Long story short, buy low, sell high. That's all I got on this one. It pays a great dividend. Yeah. Mo, that's a good idea. Mo says, I bought puts on ARK to hedge my long-term positions. Nice, nice. This is one nice hammer on 3M. So again, if you're going to buy a pullback, you could buy a pullback at 179.43 with a stop at 173.43, or you could have an entry just right off of the blue line, which is 172.65, and go long there. Yes. All right, so that's 3M. Here's Hasbro. HAS. Hasbro weekly chart sideways. That's all I got. Super, super sideways. Long term probably goes higher than lower. Daily chart, we pulled down to the long-term moving averages. AKA, look how beautiful Hasbro has bounced off the long-term average. Wouldn't it be cool if you had that strategy to buy off the blue line on stocks that you love, own, and use? Again, I don't have any positions in this one, but I'm sure some of you out there have kids, and some of those kids probably play with Hasbro toys. It's just a guess though, guys. You don't have to yell at me. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Maybe kids play with Hasbro toys. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe the stock pays a dividend. I don't know. I don't know. Joseph says Hasbro equals Dungeons and Dragons equals Joseph is an owner. No way. Are you? That's awesome, man. Sean says, invest now, Jay. You will have kids soon. Yeah, brother. That is a fact of nature. So invest in all the Hasbro. Got it. Good investing. Good investing advice. Is purple mattress on here? It is. Okay. We'll talk about that in a second. Jumanji, aka JMIA. Ladies and gentlemen, type in a 4 if you know that I'm in this one. I should see how many 4s. I should see 113 4s. What a flipping candle on this thing. Oh my gosh. This is miraculous. So I am in JMIA. I bought more shares today, and I will buy, this is a positions trade, longer term, right? Meaning I would not mind owning this for a while, but I will be buying more if it pulls back because it is trapping some bears. This is a perfect hammer, inside candle, Morningstar, one white soldier off the 100. I'm in it. Maloney said, Jeremy, would this be a Morningstar reversal? One of the strongest you could possibly get. Yep. It doesn't get stronger than that. So very, very steep trend. Now, again, keep in mind, could JMIA do this? In fact, it probably will, if you guys are wondering. That's most likely what it's going to do. But when it comes up to here, do you think that I will sell a covered call, buy some puts, and have an unlosable position? Yeah. Yes, I will. Remember, hedging with options. If you guys took this class in just the last, I mean, we taught it 4 weeks ago, you were cool as a cucumber doing this pullback. Cool as a cucumber. Had to been. Had to been. Markets were at all-time highs when I taught this class. Sell calls, buy puts. Easiest thing in the world. Couldn't have messed it up. Couldn't have. Impossible. So, JMIA, that's my drawing. That's what I think it's going to do. It's a steep pullback. Steep. Man, that thing dropped like a stone in water. 50% in 2 weeks. Gosh, it's huge. Right into the 100 something moving average. All right, US Steel. That was a double bottom, folks. Hector Hernandez had some positions on US Steel. I think he is still in those. And Hector says still in. Awesome, man. So I'm glad it's working out. Nice double bottom on the daily chart. Maniacally massive bullish candle yesterday. So while the market was going down, US Steel was going up. Joseph Smith III has some positions on US Steel too. Hector says he will sell more covered calls when it gets to 25. Right on, brother. And yeah, that's all I got. So, you know, if you're playing it, buy low, sell high, or just kind of hang out. Hector says she pays a dividend. Yes, it does. It's small, but it's there. That's what she said. Couldn't avoid it. 200 simple moving average on the weekly chart. It's at 2015. Buy low, sell high. If you're in it, buy the retest. Overall trend looks nice. Chart looks nice. Moving average looks nice. Looks good. All right, Roku. Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt DeLong. I think you like Roku. Is that true?
I do. It is delicious.
All right. Matt
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like tastes like chicken. True or false, Matt? I think I heard you got in bullish on Roku recently.
Pyramids, yep.
What? You bought as it pulled back?
Yep.
Amazing. Awesome. So yeah, Roku pulled all the way back into the 100 simple moving average on the daily chart. 33% pullback. Guys, would you find it to be hilarious if Roku does this? Would you think it was the funniest thing of all time? Would you look back and go, wow, if only I would have known that when it trades up and pulls back into the long-term moving averages, that it might be bullish, especially if you like Roku and generally enjoy its products and generally like previous examples of it interacting with the long-term moving averages. Like that would have just been it'd be so interesting if we had the ability to just kind of go back and look at what Roku can do. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's a nice hammer. It's a glorious one white soldier. It's a perfect Morningstar reversal. And I want everyone to know, and I will say it now, if this happens, Matt, what's your plan tomorrow?
Say again.
If that happens on Roku, what you gonna do tomorrow? Ginormous bear, 10% bear candle.
Looks like my second, third legs would get filled. I would do nothing. Leave my open limit orders. That's it.
So you're just simply as it does this, you're gonna buy more puts. Where's your third final leg?
I have 4 legs. My bottom leg is 230, right below the 200.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So you'll position all the way in until it gets to here. And then from there, you'll be fully into Roku.
Exactly. And I'm rolling the dice that it doesn't necessarily, it may do that, but it may not, right? So we'll see what happens. Exactly.
Love it. Zach Johnson says every house I go into has a Roku TV. Yeah, man, just about. So anyway, shoot, I forget what's that one indicator that a lot of you guys like a lot. I think it rhymes with Momo DeLong. Watch it. I mean, guys, we have hours away, days away from a Momo trigger on a few things. So we do one of these and we have some pullbacks, something like that. We should be good to go. Joseph says the moon phase. Oh man, we should probably track that. What do you guys think? This is honestly, guys, this is really Matt DeLong's favorite. If you guys don't think Matt uses only moon phases to trade, then you guys, I don't know, like, what have you been doing? What a timing indicator. Look at this. Oh man. Robert says the moon helped me sell my swings at the top. Yeah, moon phase indicator. Good stuff. Good stuff. And Robert did, full disclosure, sell the market at the exact high in February. February 16th, Robert was like, sell everything. So it was really epic. Well, not everything, sorry, just selling. He just sold his swing trades, short-term swing trades. Oh, Tesla. Oh my. Now type in a 7 if yesterday I said 15 times I am net long Tesla. Right? When we knew Max Payne was very close. I even did the wave count for it. You guys remember that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I mean, I'm in it. So I am in Tesla. I don't know what else to say. I'm ready for another pullback. Is this probably the low? Most likely. I mean, that's the most gnarly candle of all time. It's the most gnarly candle I've ever seen. Really, I'm not even exaggerating. That is insane. If we close below this candle on Tesla between now and April, the whole market might go to zero. Like, I don't even know what would happen. This is the strongest candle I've ever seen. This is stronger than the August 12th gap. This is strong. It didn't let up all day. Everyone wanted to buy Tesla. Yeah, this is really, really, really strong. I mean, you close above the high of 3 of the most bearish days that Tesla's ever had in one day. I mean, unreal. That is insane. So I'm in it. That's all I got. Obviously, we should expect this to happen. But I mean, from Friday's low, Tesla today is up 25%. That's banana town. And it's already up $10 more after hours. So I got put sales and I am sitting back and just relaxing on my put sales. A lot of you guys were really wigging out on your Tesla put sales. And I'm gonna do my absolute best to say this as often as I can. And some of my older traders will really face palm. Only sell puts on stocks that you want to own, guys. That's it. If you can't afford it and you don't want it, and you really don't want to actually take ownership. So when I say ownership, you guys do realize it's 100 shares for every put sale that you do, right? So if you do a put sale at 500, do you think that you should have $50,000 of available buying power to buy Tesla? Yeah, you should. So don't sell puts on Tesla unless you have $50,000. That's it. So yeah, don't do it. It's never smart, ever. Most is a good alternative is bull put spreads. Yeah, exactly. You can do bull put spreads. You can buy a share or two. John says, could sell them with a stop in place. You could. Yeah, you definitely can. But yeah, so this is an amazing, amazing candle, my friends, on Tesla. I'm very happy that it's here, and buy a dip. Thomas says you can buy ARK. Yep, you can. So you could play ARK instead of Tesla. I mean, Kathy Wood is pretty much in Tesla anyway. So looks good. Candle looks good. Again, some of the biggest bear volume that ARK has ever had was on Friday, and we closed above it. Guys, I think this is the bottom. I do. I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to rotate like this. And type in a 9 if you really, really are hearing me on that. I'm not saying we can't rotate and have another flush lower, but we are absolutely days or weeks away from a full bottom, and we're going to start going higher on everything, in my opinion. And I think I've been very clear on that for the last 3 or 4 months. Sorry, 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm in a lot of stuff, but I'm in nothing heavier than Bitcoin. I'm back in. Whoo. Biddy McBitterton. Oh boy. So Bitcoin, I thought I was dumb for selling up there, but you know, guess not. Not that dumb. So Bitcoin in it to win it. And Mo says, what's your target? Moon. Just kidding. I hate when people do that. It's very funny. I have no idea, man, but I'm at this point in time going to hold all the positions that I bought on this dip until I get my tattoo, which is when Bitcoin hits 100,000, I will get a Bitcoin tattoo. Type in a 1 if you're going to do that with me. You don't have to be in the tattoo parlor, but you know, I have to get. Matt DeLong is getting a Bitcoin 100K tattoo. Oh man, that's awesome. What? That's so cool. Craig Levine's doing it too. I love it. All right, sounds good. Oscar's gonna get an RLT tattoo while he's there. Sensational. So anyway, that's really it. To answer your question, Mo, in all seriousness, is I'm gonna hold the rest until 100,000. Do I truly think that we will get some stuff like this? Yes, absolutely. We're going to chop around for a while. But you guys remember when not that long ago I said I'm going to make 100 million in the next 5 years trading? Bitcoin's going to help me with that. So Bitcoin will be one of those reasons why I will achieve that goal. Not because it's going to go to 1 million or anything. It won't. I mean, well, I shouldn't say it won't. It could, but it'll be. I'm also trading Bitcoin. I'm trading cryptocurrencies. I did just come out with a course on cryptocurrencies. I think it's a very good course. In fact, literally every trade that we talked about from that course is crushing it. Every single one. So looking forward to it. Bitcoin going higher. Looks nice. LULU, the hammer of hammers. I mean, the hammers of hammer. Wow, look at LULU. Look at that. Oh my God. LULU, what a hammer. That's amazing. Yeah, all I can say on LULU is awesome. Never short yoga pants. I've learned that lesson. I do not short LULU ever. Every time I short LULU, every time? Every time. No, not every time. Every single time? Every time. I haven't made money shorting LULU. I mean, you could have made money there in hindsight, maybe. So long story short, I'm a fan. I got some LULU shorts for Christmas. I'll buy that hammer retest, and that's pretty much it. That's all Jonathan Wage wears is LULU. LULU yoga pants. That's all Wage wears. So Wage, you probably should buy some. Smile Direct. I still have my positions on Smile Direct. Earnings are over. They were okay. And, you know, we'll see what happens on SDC. Right now, it's not doing anything special. So I'm just hanging out, letting it chill. My exit on my leaps, and I will lose ours if this happens. This is not a protective put. This is just get out. is 889. So if we close below there on Smile Direct, especially between now and a month, I'm out. If SCC closes below here in a month, I'm out. Simple as that. Nothing crazy, but I'm just going to move on. MGNI. I don't have any positions on, but that hammer is ridiculous. What a nice hammer. Very, very pretty. Awesome high wave candle here in January. I mean, look how picture perfect that trade was. Jeez. I mean, look at that high. Look at this close and then a retest the next day. What? What? February was the month to make all the money for the first week and a half. And then, you know, make a lot of money and then don't do a lot. Because what's hilarious is we had probably 50 traders, I'm not exaggerating, that had triple digit R's for just the first 2 weeks of February. It's like, what else? How much more do you want? You know, make a bunch of R's, sell it, and then go do something. Like, go somewhere. Take a vacation. Go relax. Like, shut it down for a few days. You know, go to the Miami retreat. Yeah, go do something. Absolutely. PayPal is pulling down to the 100 something moving average. Thomas says we should have just sold and gone to the BVI for a month. I know. Robert says many money managers would cut off an arm for those percent gains. And Robert's not exaggerating. An entire arm. Probably their left arm, but they would cut off an arm for those gains. That is an absolute fact. And you guys had that for the first part of February. Buy low, sell high, and then keep your money, my friends. It's really easy. Morningstar, great candle, perfect. I mean, it's PayPal. If you're going to buy it, this is the spot. Pinterest. So this is my drawing from 2-3 days ago, which pretty much is my summation of the broader market in general. I am in PayPal. I do like it. I love the hammer. I think it's a perfect trapping hammer. Inside candle. I'm going to give it a little bit of time and let it hang out. I did buy it to close my covered call for a profit, which was awesome. Now I wait and we'll see what Pinterest does. Going to give it some time, let it chop around. You had a huge, huge, huge candle on February 23rd. It's a 3-day pennant pattern, which is nice. I'm game for that to break higher. Sumo Logic has earnings soon and just going to wait those out and we'll see what it does. So let's put Sumo on the list for Thursday. Sumo. We'll see what those earnings do and what they come out with. Also, Roblox comes out on the market tomorrow, I believe. All right, First Solar. Edward, I think all of your pyramid is filled on First Solar, if I remember correctly. So Edward's in and starting to bounce. Buy low, sell high. It had a great pullback. You guys will remember I did exit my First Solar calls back in January. Took the profit and tried a swing trade. The swing trade didn't work, so I just kind of bailed ship. Perfect hammer on the 17th. Closed below the hammer 2 days later. Crushville. So buy low, sell high on First Solar. It is down here. John says that pattern is everywhere. Yep, it is. It really is everywhere. All over the market. Zoom, I am losing on my puts and I'm okay to lose on my puts. I don't want to lose on my puts, but I probably will. I'm going to keep this open for the puts that I bought probably for 3 or 4 more days. And then if we hang this position and do one of these guys, you know, like everything else, I'll probably add to my long-term calls and then have like a hard stop in place at these lows. Again, I'm not saying the market cannot go lower. We could have just an absolutely disastrously bearish day tomorrow. Although I don't expect it, it's always possible and we will see. So I'm gonna wait out Zoom, let it do its thing. I'm just gonna be patient at this point. Zim integrated, which I don't have any positions on right now. ZIM, we try to get in bullish. It never really quite pulled back to that price. So I guess we'll just keep waiting. Sammy says this one is an Israeli shipping company. Ooh, I like Israeli companies. I do like Israeli companies. Interesting. Okay, let's keep an eye on this one. And I'll put that on the list for Thursday. And more or less, we'll just see if we can buy some pullbacks on it. I'm a fan. I just want it to go lower. Cesar says, I bought 1,000 at Zoom when it opened at IPO, and I love this company. Awesome, man. That's a really cool strategy. I'm a fan of that one. Digital Turbine finally had a pullback, made an all-time high at 100 and then absolutely tanked. This is a volatile stock. Went from 100 to 60, 40% down in 2 weeks because, you know, why not? A lot of you guys are in Digital Turbine. It's pulling back nicely. Trend looks good. Chart looks good. Direction looks good. Everything, in my opinion, looks nice. Michael says he bought some as a swing trade this morning. Nice, nice. I don't have any positions in that one, but if you're in bullish, best of luck. Groupon, it's at a really strong resistance right now. So Groupon just never caught a break for some weird reason. Don't know what it's going to do, but let it pull back before you buy it. At the price it's at now, I wouldn't touch it. Welcome to Southwest Airlines. So Southwest Airlines is cranking. This thing bounced off the 200 simple moving average on the monthly chart like it was its job. My only regret is not buying there and still being in it. Trend looks amazing. Chart looks amazing. Company's amazing. Great everything. Southwest, phenomenal hammer. And if you're buying Southwest, you're probably smart. Buy low, sell high. Buy a pullback. Looks great. EverQuote. Oh yeah. EverQuote pulling back nicely into some of my pyramid action. Looks good. Buy low, sell high. EverQuote. Spotify. Thomas says, are you going to add anything on a breakout? Yeah, probably next week though. I'm good on it right now. I might add later. Yeah. Spotify. This one actually does look different than the broader market. A little bit. Not exactly different, but a little different. This is a stock that I didn't have any position in that did close below this candle. I'm going to watch Spotify kind of closely. The one thing I don't love is this resistance was literally perfect. I sold there 3 times, and I don't want to get in that close to that resistance. I think Spotify will do this and something like that, and then that. Shoot, that's the same thing I keep drawing everywhere else. All right. Well, anyway, looks good. I guess I'm just gonna wait. I can't buy that close to the perfect resistance. So I'm gonna let Spot do its thing. Square up 12% today, closed above the bearish hammer and the bear inside day. I mean, just immaculately huge move on Square. Square, great company. Mara, another strong one, another big close, up 30% on the day. Amaze balls. Wow. This, goodness. Yeah, this is good. I mean, great gap on February 8th. Good candle, good trends. Looks pretty to me. Long and strong by the dip. Michael says, I got Mara this morning also. Wow, dude. Good for you. That's incredible. Incredible. Datadog. This is a pyramid that some traders are in on DDOG. For me, the 4th one hasn't filled at 72.78, which I didn't necessarily want it to go that low, but you know, it could. I guess we'll see. I was supposed to have Fastly on this list today. I can go a little bit long if you guys are cool with that. Datadog, DDOG. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're buying, you're probably pyramiding in. This is probably a position trade rather than a short-term directional swing trade. Buy low, sell high. I mean, Datadog has had, unless my math is wrong, a 35% pullback into the exact same support we bounced 9 times before. Buy low, sell high. Purple. I am in shares of Purple. I am. I use it. I like it. You had the biggest bear volume in Purple's history, and then we immediately closed above it. Then yesterday we retested it. I'm in 1,000 shares of Purple as a little bit of a position trade / you know, if you use it, buy it. and my target's going to be up here. So 40.11. So yeah, I'm just going to let it do its thing. If it eventually trades up there, and I think it will, I'll sell. That's all I got. Looks good. All right, Virgin Galactic. So Virgin Galactic closing. Oh, wow. Look at the volatility of this company. Are you not entertained? Tell me how this doesn't look exactly like this. Go ahead. Try to tell me. Anyone? No one? Yeah, I didn't think so. It's the same pattern. So just go and copy that one and enjoy. I don't know what else you want me to say. All right, Dick's Sporting Goods, DKS. I always have a pun for this one, and I can just never pull it off on a webinar. DKS, old resistance, new support. If it pulls down to there, buy it, I guess. That's all I got. That's it. So old resistance, new support, retest gap, earnings are out. They're probably awful. But yeah, buy it low, sell it high. This, I would buy it around 60 if I had any positions on it, but I don't. All right. And Fastly, I'm in this one. And Maloney's hilarious. This looks amazing on Fastly. Amazing. I'm in. Fastly, someone said it triggered Momo. It sure did. Momo triggered on the 78-minute chart, at least. So if you are intrigued about that, you know, there you go. So all I can say, guys, is I'm in on Fastly, and I hope it does this and trades up to here in the next 3 or 4 months, and then I'll sell it. You know, I've done this before. By the way, same exact time, everyone and their mom was freaking out about Fastly when it was dropping right there. Everyone thought it was the stupidest company ever. Growth companies suck. Revenues are dumb. This thing is a fraudulent company. It doesn't make any money. And then it did this. Terry says Edster loaded the boat. Yeah, he did really, really well in Fastly during that purple move. So good job, Ed. I actually did really well on that one too. I took a $70,000 account into about $180,000 on that purple move on Fastly. And yeah, this was where Edward sold. He literally sold right there, right in the gap fill. So anyway, I'm in it again. Buy low, sell high. Let's see what it does. All right, that's Fastly. Tomorrow is Energy Wednesday. Zoom Info we're going to look at. Riot we're going to look at. Workhorse we'll look at. Wendy's, Wix, Teladoc, Redfin, Dow, CHPT, CRSP, LAC, Net, Uber, AMWL, DocuSign, Enphase Energy, FLGT, NVTA, Ethereum, CAN, CENX. You guys are getting too fast. Neo, ONEM, EXPI. What's up, Craig and Brian? Looking great.
We're going to do the send off.
All right, send us off.
All right, guys.
Don't forget to love life, live life, and trade it.
We butchered that one. Oh, man.
You guys rock. I'll see you.